If you're new to model railways, especially DCC, you've probably heard people talk about the bus. Well, what's a bus got to do with model railways? Stay tuned and I'll explain everything. Hi, welcome to Messing About Models with me, John. You've probably heard about people talking about wiring up their bus for their model railway layout. Well, what's that all about, you might ask? Well, it's all quite simple. The bus is quite simply the main spine of your model railway electrical system. It's just the connection that runs from one end of your layout to the other, from which you have connections running feeds to track and sidings, or feeding accessory decoders, point motors, signals, whatever. So there's nothing to be scared about wiring the bus. I'll show you how I've wired up mine on my new layout. The bus is simply a set of wires, two red and black, that go from one end of your layout all the way over baseboard joints, through connectors, all the way through to the other end of your layout. And off the bus we'll attach droppers to feed various sections of track, like here, or like here. And we'll also feed accessory decoders here, which will power our point motors to allow us to change our points with DCC. I've used a number of ways of connecting cables to my DCC bus. Here I'm showing one of the modelrailelectrics.co.uk bus dropper connectors. I think it's maybe a little over-engineered for just a single connection, but that gives you the general idea. Whereas I found these to be a lot more useful. This is a tip that I picked up from Charlie at Chadwick, and he got these from Amazon, and I've got a link down in the description if you want to get your own. You've got one side which are connected with some pins to connect all the various pins. So I've got the main bus going into these wires, and then each half of them goes out to the black and red feeds for the various droppers. For connections across the baseboard, I'm just using terminal blocks with pluggable sections, so they can plug in like that on each side and transfer the power across. And so that's really all there is to it. I know it's not quite two-wire control that some people think DCC is, but it is really very straightforward. I've maybe made it a bit more complicated by adding the point motors to the DCC bus, but I could have controlled them in the normal way, but it would have meant that all of these wires would have had to have been brought back to a central control point for switching the points, whereas at least here I can have short wires back to a controller and then switch them using the handset of my power cab. So there you go. Hopefully you can now wire up your own bus on your own model railway layout. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's up on screen now. And don't forget to check out this other video, which I think you might enjoy. See you in the next one. Bye.